Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Terry Harrington. I was speaking with Sheri Faust from the Friends of the St. Clair River. Today's show is sponsored by Lake Huron Medical Center. Well, Sheri, welcome back to Spotlight.
Yeah, hi, Terry. Good to see you.
Good to see you again, too. Well, you guys have one of the events that really kind of kicks off our summer, don't you?
Right, it's Sturgeon Festival, and that's been going on for 15 years. So Saturday, June 6th is our 15th annual Sturgeon Fest.
How big of an event is that, and how has that become a major event for us?
Well, it's great. It's what we call like an ecotourism event. So it's a way that people can come to the Blue Water area, to Michigan's Thumb Coast, and then learn about one of its longest living inhabitants, which is the lake sturgeon. So that's our big underwater celebrity. Every year we get over 2,000 people that come to Sturgeon Fest, last year from 11 states. Actually,
Really?
so it's a really neat tourism event to bring people into the area. Hopefully they stay and eat and dine and shop and maybe even stay. But Sturgeon Festival is free, which is really nice. It's always been free to attend Sturgeon Fest. Will always remain free thanks to our corporate and business sponsors. We want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to come by Sturgeon Fest. It's at the Lighthouse grounds in Port Huron.
Can't ask for a better place.
Right, and it's important that our event is on the water, since our celebrity of the day is the sturgeon. We have a live sturgeon touch tank on the beach, on Lighthouse Beach, and so that's the star of the show. We couldn't have a Sturgeon Festival without sturgeon.
And they still really look prehistoric, don't they?
They are. Yeah, their nickname is Gentle Giant of the Great Lake, living dinosaur, ancient fish. In fact, the sturgeon that we'll have in our live sturgeon touch the tank that day on the beach are usually about 60 or 70 years old. So you think about that fish that you can come see and touch, get a close encounter with, was maybe born in the 1960s when Johnson was president, and it's still swimming the waters today, which is pretty neat. And sturgeon are rare to see. They were once on the brink of extinction, and that's why we want to connect people to sturgeon, because they are the mascot for the Great Lakes recovery.
And so, I think a lot of people don't realize why Port Huron is a good center for that.
Right, we have the largest lake sturgeon population anywhere in the Great Lakes. So biologists from regional and national agencies descend into Port Huron every year when they spawn, which is about the end of May, beginning of June. That's why we built the festival around the time when sturgeon migrate to this area for spawning. We are ground zero for lake sturgeon restocking efforts around the Great Lakes. So sturgeon eggs are collected every year in Port Huron. They're raised in a hatchery off-site, and then those sturgeon are brought back to the Great Lakes to reintroduce sturgeon to where they once are and no longer occurring. But Port Huron is the epicenter of all lake sturgeon restocking efforts.
And you guys have done a good job of taking that whole project and implementing it into our schools too, haven't you?
Yeah, sturgeon education is a big focus of our work. We educate hundreds of students every year in classrooms about lake sturgeon education, hands-on stewardship activities, so kids can learn how to be better stewards of the Great Lakes. We're also part of a lake sturgeon rearing program where we hand raise baby sturgeon in our office. We take them on the road to classrooms so students can see this prehistoric fish. And then what's really my favorite part of Sturgeon Festival, at the very end of the day at 2:30 on the beach, we gather hundreds of people on the beach, and the students hand release those babies back into the wild as part of Great Lakes restoration efforts.
So this really is more than just preserving the sturgeon. It's really teaching the kids about the ecology of our area and the importance of maintaining that ecology.
Yeah, and becoming stewards and learning about human impact. And that's really what brought sturgeon to the brink of extinction. We say that Sturgeon Festival is an event that's been 136 million years in the making, because that's how long sturgeon have been around, for 136 million years. In just one human's lifetime, we brought them to the brink of extinction. And now our local students are becoming part of that reintroduction effort and Lake Sturgeon recovery effort. And that's a really neat story to tell, and that's really what Sturgeon Festival is about. But we have food, we have bands, we have entertainment. We just make it a really fun activity with lots of kids' activities. You can shop, you can buy art. All of that goes on at Sturgeon Festival on Saturday, June 6th.
And it's all free, right?
It's all free. Parking, admission, activities. All of that is free. Of course, we have some fun Sturgeon swag you can purchase while you're there. Sturgeon Fest has become our largest annual fundraiser, so it is a significant amount of funding that supports our ongoing education and conservation efforts year-round, and that's due to our sponsors. If you shop and buy things at Sturgeon Fest, that also supports our year-round education and mission. But to come to Sturgeon Fest on the 6th at Lighthouse Park is free.
Great. If people like to get more information on Sturgeon Fest and the Friends of the St. Clair River, where do they go?
scriver.org is our website, scriver.org. You can get Sturgeon Festival details. And I want to mention, too, Sturgeon Fest actually has two experiences. We have the water experience and we have the shore experience. So we are selling tickets to the Huron Lady for our sturgeon cruise. So you'll get to interact with a live baby sturgeon on board the Huron Lady. And then our national partners, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, you'll be able to pull alongside their research vessel where they are pulling up and tagging and studying lake sturgeon, ask questions to the biologists, and then they release the sturgeon. So it's a very unique experience. Again, you can only experience in Port Huron because this is ground zero for lake sturgeon research. So we have two Huron Lady sturgeon cruise tickets on Saturday, June 6th, 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Those always sell out. So you can experience sturgeon by shore or experience sturgeon by the ship.
Great, how fun.
Yeah, and so scriver.org, you can get all those details and tickets.
Sounds good. Thanks for sharing, Sheri.
Yeah,
appreciate it. I hope
thanks,
you have a great day and have a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you. We always have a beautiful day, so we'll hope for that.
And we want to thank you for joining us on Spotlight.